Hey, good morning, and welcome to Word of Sunday Morning with Phyllis and Lee. Hey, Phyllis, what's the Bible verse for this morning?
Matthew 9th chapter 20 through 22 verse. And behold, a woman which was diseased with an issue of the blood 12 years came behind him and touched the hem of his garment. For she said within herself, if I may touch his garment, I shall be whole. But Jesus turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, Daughter, be of good comfort, thy faith has made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour.
So, Phil, what does that mean to you?
It goes back to your faith. She believed when she touched Jesus, she would be healed. And she was.
So, do some of us still have that kind of faith, Phil, that we believe so much that it changed the outcome that we in at that moment?
Some people do.
But why do you think we don't believe now, though, fellas? We got to see the man personally.
I can't explain what's going on in the world today. A lot of people don't have no hope. And when things don't come to them quickly or instant, then they really don't have a hope. So I think we're a society based on quick gratification versus patience.
Faith. To have a faith that strong, Phyllis, that can heal you right on the spot. You know, people don't believe that those miracles happen every day, but I believe that they do. Have you ever had an encounter when your faith was tested?
If you look at your daily situations, I think your faith is tested all the time. Um, I remember when I went to the doctor and they put me on some glaucoma medication because of the pressure in my eyes. Well, I kind of had seen the doctor because I was going through a knee replacement. So when I went to her to, get a refill on my medicine, and she looked and she said, I think I'm just going to watch you. I'm not going to put you back on that medicine. But you gotta think, a year from then, I had my thyroid taken out. And that thyroid controls a lot of functions in your body. And she began to ask me, proceeded, what did I do different? And when I told her about my thyroid incident, she said, we're just gonna watch you. She says, very seldom I take people off glaucoma medication. But she did.
Isn't that amazing, brother? And sometimes people don't believe those things actually happen. And I think about my faith, Phyllis, having faith in God about things that happen and things that don't happen. Can faith work that way too? Would you say that?
It can. As I say, me and our youngest was on our way to work. I was getting ready to drop her off at school, and I was on my way to work. And we was on I-240, and some iron rails fell off this truck. And I was like, oh my God. I said, oh, in the name of Jesus. I looked to my left, I couldn't get over. I looked to my right. Ooh, I said, Jesus, woo. And when I called on him, it looked like them rails took the bottom of the car out. But we kept going. When I looked up in that mirror, everybody to the left had stopped. Everybody to the right had stopped. It had damaged their cars. But all we did was get a hard scrub and we kept going.
You know, Phyllis, I remember years ago, my mom used to keep my youngest daughter, Madison, right? I think it snowed that day, I believe. We got off work and we was headed to Collierville. And on the way to Collierville, we pulled out, maybe going about 5-10 miles an hour. You told the kids, buckle up, kids. Then soon after that, I remember the trucks started going left and right, left and right, left and right. Everybody in the vehicle just screaming and stuff. I said, Lord, have mercy. 'Cause I saw the cars, everybody passed by just slowly. I said, Lord, have mercy. And the truck came to a complete stop. And we drove to Kiowa in peace. I told that story at work, and the guy said, no, man, it didn't happen that way. I said, were you there? Can you give testimony where you there? So I'm telling you everything that I heard, that happened to us at that moment, man. When I called on Jesus at that moment, the vehicle came to a complete stop, man.
And we were facing incoming traffic.
Incoming traffic. When I told that story, nobody wanted to believe that. That's why I say that woman in the Bible with the blood issue and everything, her faith was so strong. She touched the hem of his garment. She was made whole. So people don't believe that when you call on his name that he'll be there. He's an on-time God. He's an on-time God. He might have come when you feel you need him, when you want him there, but not when you need him there. You know, and that's why I sometimes feel it's just hard to fathom what people, what they're going through, because they see miracles happen, and yet they still believe. They still like their faith. They want to believe in everything else except God and Jesus. So, what do you say about that, fellas?
I mean, that's why they tell you, read the word for yourself, study the word for yourself. You have a lot of followers that's in the earth today, or in the world today, versus them being independent and learning about God. They rather believe a lie more quicker than the truth. And I can't speak for them. I only can speak for me, myself, and my family, what we have gone through. Because if people understood what we have gone through, they will wonder how are we able to be still able to stand, to talk, to laugh, because of God's grace and mercy. God's grace and mercy is a gift to us. It's nothing that we have to earn. He has given it to us. But we get so caught up in worldly things and how the world operates and this instant gratification that we lose sight of the bigger picture. And the only thing I can tell you about myself, build that relation with God. And he will see you through whatever you're going through, whether it be good or bad.
So, Phil, you said a mouthful there, Phil. What if I told you, Phil, that people are just, sometimes they know and still yet believe? They want to sound like this Antichrist all the time. But if you start indulging that nonsense so long, it becomes a part of you. And I talk to people all the time and stuff. Some of my classmates and coworkers. Sometimes you make me want to say, man, what's really going on with you? Why come you don't believe? You want somebody to believe in what you believe in. But when I tell you about Jesus and I tell you about God, I mean you have a problem with that. And I'm saying, like, what's your problem? Because you have to. I don't want to rain on nobody's parade and everything, right? But at the same time, man, I stand firm in what I believe in. If you don't share the same view, that's on you. So don't try to push yours on me. Sometimes they get the eyebrow want to touch me and everything with that, but sometimes you might just know what, I might need to stop there with this person. You know what I'm saying? And what kind of advice can you give me about that, fellas? Dealing with people that have different beliefs and trying to force their beliefs on me.
Well, it all goes back to one thing: respect. I take that back, two things: respect and boundaries. And if they call themselves a true friend, just like they're able, you don't stop them from expressing their opinions and their belief, they shouldn't be able to stop you in doing the same if they are a true friend.
So, fellas, give the people something to carry the rest of the week about faith.
Faith is the unknown. You gotta believe it, speak it, think it, grow it, and it will come to pass. Like I have told many times before, God's word was good back then, and it's the same now. He hasn't changed. It's only us. And one thing I love about Papa God, he give us a choice whether to join that train or not. Therefore, it falls back on you. Because one thing I do know, he give us a gift of grace and mercy. That's a gift. And we should just celebrate that. Because man ain't going to give you grace and mercy. Because especially if they in the flesh, they will not. But if they of Christ, they will. They should. But to me, read the word, study the word. Therefore, you'll understand your purpose on earth.
Is that it?
That's it.
Well, Phil, I want to tell you, first of all, thank you for coming on the show this morning. I know you're feeling under the weather, and I want to tell you thank you for that. Thank you, listeners, for to listen to What If Sunday Morning with Phyllis and Lee. I want you to know that no matter what you're going through, it's going to be okay. I can guarantee you that. Without trial and tribulation, troubles and stuff, man, it wouldn't be the world. So that's why God needs you, wants and needs you to call on Him, and He will pull you through whatever you're going through. So with that being said, have a blessed day, and please find time and make time to tell God thank you.